Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. During Monday's, August 11th, episode of the popular ITV program, Ruth was accompanied by Mariella Frostrup, Brenda Edwards, and Gloria Hunniford to tackle the day's top stories. The panel examined the recent overhaul of motoring regulations that might result in drivers over 70 being prohibited from the roads should they fail mandatory vision examinations, as well as annoying sofa partners. The conversation soon shifted to sibling disputes following Ollie Murr's estrangement from his twin brother Ben. Ruth frankly revealed details about her own relatives and sister, Julia Johnson, who sadly passed away in 2019, age 62, reports Belfast Live. I come from a very small family, and obviously I lost my sister and we've had childhood arguments, but as adults, I could not imagine there was anything my sister could have done that would make me say, "Oh, I haven't spoken to her for 3 years," Ruth revealed. I really couldn't, and it makes me sad when I hear people saying they have. Gloria added, "As a parent, I would be devastated and really disturbed if I thought my two boys weren't talking to each other. I think as you get older, you have this idea in mind that when I pass, they'll all be friends and carry on the family values. So I would be devastated." Later on in the show, the panel disclosed their experiences with departed relatives and revealed how they maintained contact with them following their deaths. Discussing the loss of her father and sister, Ruth expressed, "We all deal with grief differently, and do we actually believe people are in the afterlife or not? It's a very personal thing. I don't talk out loud, but I think about my dad and my sister in scenarios. I'll be doing something, watching a film. I'll do something and think, 'Oh, Dad, you'd love this.' I'd say it out loud in my head, or, 'Oh, Julia, you'd love this.' Little things that remind me of them. It keeps them alive in our memories." The studio lights of Loose Women always seemed to dance across Ruth Langsford's smile, illuminating the warmth that had made her one of ITV's most trusted faces. On this particular afternoon, however, her tone shifted from its usual sparkle to something softer, more vulnerable. As the panel discussed family life and the struggles of balancing busy careers with loved ones, Ruth's hands instinctively clasped together on the desk. For a moment, the chatter faded and she took a deep breath before speaking, her voice steady but tinted with emotion. "You know," she began, not looking at the cameras but at her fellow panelists, "there are times when I stop and think about how quickly the years have passed. My son is growing up, carving his own path, and my mom is getting older. And sometimes it makes me sad. Sad that I can't be in two places at once. Sad that I can't give everyone all of me, all of the time." The audience fell quiet. There was something disarmingly honest about the admission, an echo of what so many viewers felt but rarely said out loud. Ruth smiled faintly, though her eyes shimmered. She explained how the demands of television often pulled her away from precious family moments. "I adore what I do, I really do, but there are evenings when I come home and I realize I've missed a family dinner, or I wasn't there for a little moment my son wanted to share. I know he understands, but it still tugs at my heart." Her co-stars nodded knowingly, offering gentle words of comfort, but Ruth wasn't finished. She wanted her truth to land. "My mom means the world to me," she added softly. "She's always been my rock, and seeing her grow older makes me realize how fleeting time really is. I wish I could press pause, just for a little while, so I could soak in more of those everyday moments. The chats over tea, the laughter, even the silences, because one day I'll look back and wish for them again." There was a lump in her throat now, but her professionalism carried her forward. She wasn't sharing for sympathy, she was sharing because she knew others watching at home felt the same. Parents juggling jobs, children watching their parents age, families scattered between obligations and dreams. As the discussion moved on, viewers flooded social media with messages of support. "Ruth, thank you for saying what so many of us feel," wrote one fan. Another posted, "She always speaks with such honesty. It's why we love her." Backstage, Ruth exhaled deeply, feeling lighter for having voiced what weighed on her heart. She had shown once again that beneath the glamour of television was a woman navigating the same joys and sorrows as everyone else. And though her confession ended with the words, "It makes me sad," what lingered most was her unshakable love for her son, for her mother, and for the fleeting moments that made family life priceless.